ana ma yu no biko bo ga be na chere mmadụ echenere ma ajiwe onye chere anya ajiwe atọkwu ya n'obu onye bụla iwe jebe aji ije nya zuo dachi n'ezi egwu m sị na ya dịka echi n'echi a na-agụrụ agụ egwu na anyị achake ka anyanwụ anyị adakọrọ ka anyanwụ anyị acha ka akwụ ma anyị adakọrọ ka akwụ anyị azụ ka abịa ma anyị anakọrọ ka abịa anyị eru ka mmiri ma anyị atakọrọ ka mmiri anyị enwulu ka ọkụ ma anyị anyụkọrọ ka ọkụ
If I never be more, GCNK POB worldwide. What information, we are accommodating, we are generous, we are overtaking and industrious. We are beautiful, we are Biafrans, we are strong, anywhere I can we are accommodating, we are generous, we overtaking and industrious. We are beautiful, we are Biafran. CHUKWU ABIAMA, biko do. Orola no mume. Ide kwa nanjikere. Umu Chineke, bidono kwa dobe. Mazinembekano is another savior. Yeah, Amadike kaisalala. Yeah, Amadike kaisalala. Yeah, Chineke kaisalala. Yeah, Chineke kaisalala. Holy is another savior. Holy is another savior. I say holy is another savior. Holy is another savior. In a pepele kai bebe. In a komwa kai gaba. In a tete kai debe. We've crossed the Rubicon. Onyendu on a dungeon. We should put the fire on. Freedom is what we want. Orola no mume. Ide kwa nanjikere. Umu Chineke bidono kwa dobe. Mazinembekano is another savior. Yeah, Amadike kaisalala. Yeah, Amadike kaisalala. Yeah, Chineke kaisalala. Yeah, Chineke kaisalala. Holy is another savior. Holy is another savior. I say holy is another savior. Holy is another savior. Yes, GCK do. I couldn't run the Garamba. If I never be more, Biafra, we love you. We Nambekano. Dedicated to IPOB family worldwide.
I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come. If I'm dead, it's even better because it will come far more.
The killing of commanders. They were ordering the killing of commanders.
Some men in our camps, to the extent the person who said he's the leader of the upper pilot is calling some men in our camps, and we have given an order.
Yeah. Oh, oh, free Nnamdi Kanu. Free Nnamdi Kanu.
The person should be executed. Anybody that
Yeah. Oh, oh, free Nnamdi.
anybody that took his call to bring me to any commander, the person should be executed.
Are you hearing it? While Ejiofor was doing all this cutting, Chinasa and Nworu, the Mohammed Abbas in Kuwait, were busy eliminating Eastern security members. Did not say any. Say that time, if anybody pick phone and talk with Simon Ekpa, the person should be executed. And a lot of people were killed. We don't know what happened in this Biafra. A lot of commanders were killed. So what I'm saying now is that if you are now supporting this truth and the of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ejiofor, like now, you are happen to be a volunteer in Eastern Security Network. That time, you will be ordered to be killed. And if they catch you, you are dead. A lot of people were killed. A lot. I am going to bring lists of people that were murdered in Ejiofor's house. Eastern Security Network. A lot of people were killed. You hear them now, execution. Anybody that talk with Simon Ekpa on the phone must be executed. It's order. Look at them.
The person who said he's the leader of the other pilot is, and we have given them out.
Listen.
The person who said he's the leader of the other pilot is calling some men in our camps.
The person who say he is the leader of autopilot is calling some men in their camp.
And we have given them order in the ESN camp. Anybody that took his call to bring me to any commander, the person should be executed.
And they have given order in ESN camp, that time or not now, that anybody that pick Simon Ekpa call to bring to any commander, the person should be executed.
We are on autopilot, I cannot show you, and the precipitous collapse of the zoo. We are on autopilot, I cannot show you, and the precipitous collapse of the zoo.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, dear friends and lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Ekpa. Often, like all of us do, by the grace of God, I come this early morning to let my people know that we are still in the line and the decision that we have taken concerning the restoration of Biafra, nothing has stopped it and nothing is going to stop. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi, the only incorruptible leader on this place of the universe. He was registered against his will and be the autopilot video. He was our spokesperson, Madison, the dragon, and of course, our first lady of the show, Mama Zuka, aka Lady Job, and all the Umuada, those who are supporting her. And of course, my fellow comrades, autopilot media, I bring greetings to you this early morning Sunday, and I say, may it be well with us. And some of you who are always commenting, coming to our pages, following us, I say, may it be well with you. This morning, I have come with what I titled Chinasa Abbas Nworu and his agenda to eliminate reference to outstanding. And we are still on that, and the reason why we are still on this broadcast is to make awareness, to create awareness to our people that what has been killing us is among us. That the man who is killing us is an imposter. And the man that we've been depending on to bring justice, I could say, as a legal personality, if he also can go through my, I could say, my topic, you can see I slashed it with still the age of 4. He must leave from Biafra land and go to Somalia because of the impurity so far that he has committed. But before I go, I would like also not to hesitate to thank everyone that participated yesterday fundraising. It was something good to always thank every one of us who have been there. I also want to thank the Ummah, that those of them who were able to deprive themselves from sleep. And some of them were coming from work yesterday and they're still there being punctual to make sure that the fundraising goes well as it is mandated to be. I thank all of you and I say may it be well with you in the name of CHUKWU ABIAMA. Please, if you are joining me for the first time or if you are joining right away here, please, I would like you at the same time to share this broadcast and also follow this page, Mazu Okonkwo Austin. Please follow this page. I just woke up from sleep. If you can look my face, you can see I'm just in the mood of sleeping because of late fundraising yesterday. But anytime God gives us a message, we must always come to deliver it, especially when it is so hot like this and when our people have been killed, when a lot of things have been happening wrong in our country, Biafra land. And of course, when we look into it now, the criminals who are behind the whole scene have been reviewed. So we will always like to come out and begin to let our people know who they are in the sense of masking them. And not that we are the ones doing this job, but CHUKWU ABIAMA in there, like our leader used to say, had taken over. That's why you can see today a snake like a Jofo manifest because of the dragon fire that entered the territory. Of course, they can rat, they can twist every word in order to silence those who can. You can like put juju in your mouth. There are people you can convince with the amount of juju or the snakes you swallow, if you have any, because I think many of you who have been perambulating around, going from one native doctor to the other, trying to convince Biafrans, like the same way they deceived Chike, who is so hampered not to understand that they have destroyed him already with their voodoo. And Chike so being so stupid, didn't find out that Chinasa and Nworu and the Jofo have been sacrificing different kinds of animals in order to keep him silent. And now they have divided his mind. Chike a man who was innocent becomes one of them. These are influence of incantations and the juju they have been doing to themselves. And that so-called DDoS. That's why we're here, to let them know that we know their strategy. The strategy of a Jofo and the Chinasa and Nworu is to kill our people. For those of you who I'm going to still play this jingle, then I want you to listen proper and see what Chinasa Nworu said about those people who ever said the first or the Simon, or in fact, if you mention, these are, looking onto this, you will see that these guys are not out for their. Let me give him a 1 minute time. They are not for their. See, I remember in those days when Jesus was here, and it was recorded that some people who are also doing the same kind of miracles, preaching the same kind of messages that Jesus was preaching in their faith. Is it then the disciples of Jesus? One of them came to Jesus and said, "Oh, we find some people doing the same thing that you're doing." And the next scripture from the guy to Jesus himself asked them, "In which name they are performing their miracles? If Jesus Nworu is pursuing Biafra and Simon Ekpa is pursuing Biafra, what warrants of people who talk about the same man who believes in what you believe?" These are the fundamental facts including us for us to look into, for you to know that those of you who are still following this interest, called Chinasa, you are wasting your time. And all these people ranting on Radio Biafra, people like Alosio, Architects, each one has started showing the face because of the challenge we have with family. And we put them out. The same way we're going to put the faces of these imposters in RTOB who is supporting the support and Chinasa on their criminality. So I want you to look close. Now, if you believe in paracetamol that heals the headache, and I believe in the same paracetamol that heals the headache, are we not believing in the same chemotherapy? We are believing in the same cure. So why must you kill me? Why my cure is your cure? We are in pursuit of that. And along the side, we try a way to kill another man who is pursuing the same thing. No. Looking close to this mentality of Chinasa Nworu and the announcement of killing those who talk about America simply means that he and everything he worships and believes, those who believe in him are never forgotten. Since Chinasa Nworu can utter a sentence that anyone that talks to or talk about, any ESM member that talks about that man in the land that is the pilot that person should be executed instantly. That is why you see a lot of people. And at the same time, if your for the criminal lawyer will now come out and begin to confirm the autopilot or person side in figurative manner to be the one who has been causing riots that is going on in the south. So you see, if your for is never stand, he is as a lawyer. He has never stand for the freedom of Biafra. He has never stand for the release of Mazin and the same thing in conversation with the showman or the imposter Abbas who lives. I don't know this guy if he's living in US, I have to tell you. Because an imposter can go anywhere. He is the only thing that you can unmask. When you have unmasked the from all his criminality and how he has been setting the people back, the person that you IPOB, whether you believe it or not, is not likely because I'm an autopilot. But I want to tell you, the finding of the sickness is better than its cure. I talk about so we have to look into how to unmask Chinasa, who has sanctioned the killing of people. Now, we also have to look into how did Chinasa Nworu become now the leader of the DOS? How did the Ejiofor and the Chinasa Nworu become the those who leads the DOS? They said that it's not set up by nothing. What we are suffering in Nigeria is a wrong structure. Because when structure and the constitution is the same thing. Now, this bedbox, this figure in IPOB fighting for DOS, saying that it is a structure. What is different from the structure of the DOS, absence of Mazen Nanakal and the 1999 constitution of the Nigeria What is different? A constitution Let me tell you, when a constitution becomes against the masses, are supposed to use the constitution. Constitution is supposed to be for the benefit of the nation. A structure is supposed to be for the benefit of the people. Then when structure becomes impunity, so why are you trying to say that people should believe on the impunity that you people have planted after the structure, after you have damned and destroyed the real structure set up by Martin and in order for you and the your people to loot and to squander the freedom of the people of the earth. But we have said no to that. Let me start by thanking God Almighty this early morning Sunday for giving us someone like Mazi Simon Ekpa and also being supported by Madam Azuka. Let me say it here for everyone to know. If not Madam Simon Ekpa and the spirit that Omada has put together to keep this particular autopilot, now look back. I want you to look. You can only see God at the back. You can't see God. If you want to understand who God is, you have to first of all go back to the Testament. That is what he meant when he said to Moses, you will only see my back and you cannot see my presence. Why? Because you must recognize what God did to you or did for you in the past. In this few 1 year and a half or 2 years, I imagine that the Canadian has been kept captivity in the US. Now, look at how I want you to go back and see how they have planned to destroy the structure they are using or that pretending to protect, to destroy the Eastern Security Network, just like the Jaffa of the key from the temple in his own house. We saw the bishop that he protected it with him. But I want to tell you upfront, the spirit of those who have been killed, the spirit of those and the blood of those people must keep vengeance in the head of Chinasa at the same time before and the everyone that have put hands in the killings of our people and at the same time that we're lying to Martin and power of the gate. They just tell them stop killing our people. Because they camouflage with all their evil, as we say, and they laid an allegation out of what they have committed against them. And they still use our leader to tell you how corrupt, how evil these people are. They raised more than 5 million Irats, put all of them, even those who have retired in job in America, and now they are now using IPOB community radio for their pension relaxation. Of course, they pay them, and I thank God, every of the sentences and how they have paid these people is right there in internet that I know that can never be deleted until eternity comes. I thank God for this social media. Anything you say, it is recorded. At the due time, we will know those who fought for Biafra genuinely and those who fight for Biafra corruptly and those who have instigated the killing and those who has hand in the killing of the same people you say your structure or your constitution are going to, are meant to protect. Chinasa Nworu has to be unmasked. All of you that are following Emma Powerless and Emma Powerful, you are wasting your time. Let us ask ourselves a question. You are in freedom fight. The same enemy you are pursuing you, all right? And now the leader of this structure they are protecting is called Mazin Nandekano. All of you know the faces of Mazin Nandekano. All of you know all of you have had the voice of Minamata. All of you know where Mazin Nandekano is coming from. That who is Chinasa Nworu and also that is more powerful. Who are these people? These are the main people that the devil has planted inside of you. Because imagine we wrestle in every place there must be leaders. So looking into these people, and some of you who are still calling in the radio Biafra, believing what is your has lied to you, that the only demon can say to him, if you great to us, he is a lion of Biafra. Why does he be a lion? The man who knows your secret, the man who you told that the governors have lined up for that man. Why are you now never going to be together? These are crimes. These are crimes. Let me put it like that. We are here today to open the eyes of our people to serve to you. If you are still believing this DOS structure, I don't say that the DOS is not standing for what it stands for. But we're talking the figures, the animals, the money combatants in this very particular country called DOS. You are supposed to use Koboko and wipe them out the same way Jesus did in his own day. They came to the synagogue and they saw men changing money, changing gold, using the house of God, using that place to say, Radio Biafra is where we worship. But I have a new name. Radio Biafra has become where you gossip, because when gossip leaves the temple, what comes in, when worship leaves into the temple, what comes in is, as I said, gossip. And when gospel takes place, the anointing and the power of God will leave. Just exactly that happened in Taylor. When Samuel, is it Samuel, right? No, it's Eli in the temple, begin to think so contrary that he's not too familiar with God, that he's going to protect what God has structured by his own will and his own mandate. That same spirit and that same calamity that fell to Eli is going to fall on the door, fall on Nworu. This morning I pray in the name of the Shua and it's going to get active, I'm telling you, because these guys are the main problem. When only Taga Rumisi, not 70, when they want to buy the person, that money is very asked without looking at the person. These are the, evil that have been headed of. These are the witchcraft. That's why one man said, what you're looking in Sokoto is right there in your Sokoto. What you're looking for in Sokoto is right there in the platform. I want to start this message to us, because I am here this morning with the spirit of POEPLE to tell them that the blood of those who they kill, and I am praying this early morning by the power of God, that the spirit of gentle that was killed in the house, we never allow him to rest. That same spirit of gentle is going to expose to your fault until more secret to begin to come out. We must always invoke the spirit of gentle to descend in the heart of the God. And this very particular gentle that they are killed, the spirit of gentle, we are invoking you this hour. Everybody is your father, you're going to make one mistake. Put some confession in his mouth and let him begin to confess. As we have disclosed and we have analyzed, not only this gentle that was died, that was killed, it also the same thing. And why is it that anyone they kill, they inject them? Why is it that anyone they kill, they inject them? These are sacrilege in the core that Biafrans must understand that those of you are still believing, and especially those of the men who are down there, who are still believing on the Chinasa, unto you, you have become a partner in Christ. On the day of judgment, you will pay for what you have said. So that's why I do. And now, let's listen once in a while again to the confession of Chinasa and how he has decided to kill anybody who says Simon Ekpa is good, or anybody who calls Simon Ekpa. The question is, then, yeah, why do you kill yourself? We are in upper time, and the spirit of upper time is going to fight all of us. Not only fighting Nworu and the officer, the spirit of God will fight even all the governors that are putting hand in the killing of the innocent of the people of Biafra. What marginal is fighting to protect the life of the same people. Sudanese are fighting to take away your land, and your own brother has given everything he can do, his life, his family, his freedom, and everything. Do you know that marginal is a thing? He can even decide that he wants to be in a holiday for the past of his father, and every century or every party, people will be coming to be giving him gold and chicken. And also, he can European, he can decide, oh, I can be a king here and be here and be here, jumping around like all of the presidents and all the rest. But he sees his life for the freedom of the country, for what the sinners and the society. They allow the devil to use them like leaders. They collected money in order to sell the stuff. If you're talking about now, when he comes online to talk about only detailing, you are a lawyer of the IPOB. IPOB are not only the Igbo speaking people. There are type of people who do not understand what we come to judge. They want you to return back and address yourself in English so that people from a job, even and all the rest of them, will understand what we are really saying that we are not understand. So why have you come to address the people on Igbo language? because none of them are therefore your impurity is in the surface. We ask you to leave that land. Go and get some other visa and leave. We don't kill people. But if it is an Ambazonia and some other people, this kind of betrayal, something that happened that you will not leave. Because we are dear friends, we don't do it. But your impurity is equal to what I am saying. So, leave Catalan, first of all, leave only this part. Don't even go there. We know your plan. When you were asking and when only this is going to be released, how he's going to leave Nigeria, is only best known to you. Because let me tell you, we wouldn't even allow you, if Onyendu is finally released, which I know, Ejiofor, you're not going to be there. When you have your meeting with Osari Dakoba, who hate our leader with impunity, and now you are going to be the one, if Mazen Namekal is finally released and the surface of Nigeria, you must not know there because you must do anything to accomplish your mandate. I think I will refresh. I don't know what's happening. Please, if you are here, please share this broadcast. Let it go viral. Click the button, share, and click the button. Let people get this message. Please allow this message to go. Share it as much as you can. Let me also share on the Facebook. Please share this message. Let people come in. So now, when Mazen Namekano won the case and the charge and the people, everyone was happy, expecting him to be out. If your fault was busy making meetings with those who have met, because you know, the main issue he was paid for is to make sure that the Southeast candidates, their sit at home is kind. Right? But one thing that I do not understand, you know, this sit at home cancellation is also especially coming from the mouth of Canon Takano. Earlier he is listening to me because you do remember what they have said. Now, Canon Takano, first of all, was used by Ejiofor. It is not Mazen Namekano. Canon Takano also was one time used by Ejiofor. Maybe Ejiofor has lied to Mazen Canon Takano, which I know that this secret maybe in the due time will pop up again. It's like Ejiofor, the same way also, he was lying to Mazen Kamaneka, lying to everybody that he knows that is going to be useful on this particular struggle to get that. What Ejiofor did was, he went ahead of time because evil is in his stomach. He started to lie to Canon Takano. This is what I am, from my own analysis. If you analyze the impurity of Ejiofor, you will follow me to understand that what I'm saying is true. If Canon Takano can prove it, let him also come online and say it is a lie. It is the same Ejiofor who claimed to have spoken to Mazen Namekano might have, and the head or he spoke to Canon Takano and said, only this cell, there's no need of this sit at home, the children must go to school, and this is not the way we plan it. Ejiofor that time spoke to Canon Takano why he has never seen Mazen and Canon Takano to me this criminal Ejiofor, but now his eyes are open to understand that Ejiofor, the criminal, is not who he is. Someone who knows that the Eastern governors have rounded up a Mazen Namekano. And he did not even discuss with his client. This is what I went to the meeting. You didn't even know Mazen Namekano. According to his own, your first speech, he said he did not know who Mazen Namekano is until Mazen Namekano refused to be killed in Kenya. When someone talks, I want you to decode every sentence. That's what makes time and effort to great man. Let me tell you, that an article arrived one time. And he is very articulated. Egos will do things more about, and some people are confessing also that when they catch him here, someone will to this side. When they catch someone here, that is it is a confusion. You can't catch any other the same way you can't catch my daughter. Take my name to any meeting. He will tell you, I am tested and trusted. Juju, I will never come here. Ejiofor be women the mother address or ogun on or and he confess it na oku ya na anyu that particular day. So oku Ejiofor anyugo. We must make sure that these criminals, people like Chinasa, those of you who are following Chinasa, who is Chinasa? Who is your Emma? Chinasa is an impostor who is hiding somewhere. They are telling you his location is in the west. Do you know him? It's only we. pilot, know where it is, destination, how we move. Everything that happens is in our hands. Let me tell you that. We have a, we do all of it. Our spokesperson is ready to do all of it. So now, stop following Chinasa and Nworu. You know my face. You know how I am. You know how I look. If you look at Simon Ekpa, you know how and who he is. Who is Chinasa and Nworu, the imposter? The man who is constantly to kill your brother and Eastern Security Network and kill your brother, and you think that the blood of your brother is never going to allow you to rest. No, the Bible said to Ken, for the blood of your brother speaketh vengeance. The blood was not even for him, but the blood of Abbas is asking God, revenge my cause because I cannot do anything. So blood speaks. Chinasa and Nworu and the Barrister Jofo, the blood of those people who people have caused to die in their land. We speak vengeance in your generation this morning. I know this cause of you. You are going to pay for everything that you have done in killing of gentle and in killing of some of the different commanders. Somebody died and the Chinasa and Nworu was parading and they were jubilating. Hey, they killed baby. They killed baby. Have you now see that maybe this baby they killed, maybe baby talked about Simon Ekpa and they crucified baby and killed baby. Now, let's listen to this criminal bedbug from Simon's broadcast.
The killing of commanders. They were ordering the killing of.
Some men to the extent the person who said he's the leader of the upper pilot is calling some men in our camps. And we have given an order in the PSI camp. Anybody that shoots his call to bring it to the person should be executed.
Now, I think someone has finished it already. The moment you talk about Simon Ekpa in the ESN camp, the bedbug Nworu has given an order that some of you be assassinated because of the mention of the using the impunity. And the same people with the Jofo and the so-called Madrid, they will stand at the gates of the court and lay a lot of allegations and the brainwashment and the in order to show God hand of people outside there. Even for Masin Manikara also sitting in the front of the court, asking people to stop killing our people. That is also, on the other hand, an allegation that it is you, the Biafrans, committing all the things that are going on. Accelerating the Fulanis, when they need to do it is the work of the Jofo and the Chinasa. They killed our people, we had it from this north here. Let's listen to you.
What we don't anybody that put his call to bring it to any commander, the person should be executed. Commander, the person should be executed. Anybody that put his call to bring it to any commander, the person should be executed. We have given an order in the PSI camp. Anybody that put his call to bring it to any camp, the person should be executed.
Are you hearing it? While Ejiofor was doing all this cut and join, Chinasa, Bedbug Nworu, the Mohammed Abbas busy eliminating. They did not say any. They say that time, if anybody pick phone and talk with Simon Ekpa, the person should be executed. And a lot of people were killed. You know what happened in this Biafra? A lot of commanders. If
A lot of commanders have been killed. A lot of commanders have been killed. Which is here from the north of India. They killed a lot of people, Chinasa Nworu, and they will now go at the gate of the court and begin to tell the judge how he's going to lie, going to say that we had here a lot of commanders are killed. The judge and Chinasa Nworu, they killed a lot of commanders. This man then went to hear was also a commander. He was killed in the house of the judge. Maybe perhaps all these men also are back and also do some of the years and they are all killed. This means all of them. If you can know about the rendition of Muslim and he did not do anything on what is said about the upcoming thing. But what the Jacob did was he came out and tell us that he's a nationalist. In the media. The Jacob knows that certain governors of certain governors landed up on the kidnap of Muslims. What did he do? The Jacob took some of the US people like this criminal killers to gather with the certain governors. He solidified everything that we are saying is a myth. So he said when he came in that he's now working with the IPOB. Now, Saludo said he's working now with the IPOB. And who are those IPOB? Can IPOB go to meet Saludo for discussion without the lawyer or the legal advisors of the IPOB? Let me tell you, this thing to be, if you go too far on it, you will also understand that even Mike Ezekome or Ejimoko or even Mandela, those of them, and those who are in charge of this legal, who are in this legal aspect of the Martin case, they can also not know that a Joffo has meeting with the Southeast governors, Saludo, so to say, because everything he does, Ejiofor has created his career until eternity comes on Mazen Nankan's case. Ejiofor's plan was he is going to use this case and handle this case. Mazen Nankan will no longer come outside. Then every day he comes to the court. Every day he comes to the court, and they will be bribing him as someone who claims to be, 5 and 6 of Ohamadike, the Mazen Nankan. But today, Ngwongwe Jemana Ejiofor Akola. So that is it. So what we're saying is, whenever time someone ever comes online, to do this analysis, I want you to listen very, very well. Listen very well, because this time is still here talking. If you want to understand who he is, now go back to the infinity of a Ejiofor. How is Ejiofor? When this particular thing started in Nigeria after the rendition of Nigeria, everybody was like, "Have I made mistake not to ask question? Did I make mistake not to ask question?" The question they were asking is not how to understand. No, they're asking about how, who was, whose hand was in the rendition of Nigeria. And you will also not forget that Ejiofor also told us one time that he had CCTV in Kenya on how Martin Manukano. So before we also have to send the Ejiofor to Somalia, we are requesting Ejiofor to give us that particular CCTV. In fact, Ejiofor, hand that particular CCTV to Zokome for your tenure has finished, and we don't want you to come close to Mazen and Kano. Hear it from now. Don't say we will kill you. We're not going to kill anybody. We don't kill people, Ejiofor. We don't kill people as this man, this fine man now, gentle, this giant man died. And I remember when Simon Ekpa, the first time he analyzed this CCTV in the Jofor's house, there's something he said during those period he do people was like, kill him, take him, where's Jofor? They don't even know that Simon Ekpa has already analyzed this particular man, his height. During that same time, Simon said, watch the height of this man. Go back and listen to that video. And we do people who are attacking Simon do not even know that what they are teaching Simon then to analyze that he himself is perfectly yet to see. Everybody meditates. Even the cat is meditating. Before you grab something, you have to meditate on the benefits and also your own benefits. Simon is the snake type of God and the kind of anti-warfare. You cannot bite without hand. You cannot be snake, you cannot be snake or whatever. You kind of him, grace. If you want to stay from that grace, you're going to poison you and you become the person within the. So here we come to with your fault. Please do not say we are threatening you. But what we're asking you is our saga with you will not end until you come out of your fault. Not even saga. We keep on exposing you. Even when you say please, or your please is offended to us, we don't want please. We want you to come out and confess how gentle, the food, and the so-called bishop who was present on that day. And the two, how many people died on your custody? And the three is how were you able to convince THTA with your defeat to come and begin to destroy also the people that are supposed to be the help for the help. I want THTA leadership to get back. What are the other release of the help? This is the message today is very general. All the calculate. So but here we have to look into certain issues sometimes in the analysis of the data so that we can connect every dot. How did your manage to convince people to go and visit Assad in order to checkmate even Assad, maybe if he has any plan on how he's going to eliminate government? Hate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to the core. Or even if at all you don't meet him for what I have just said now, you are also meeting Ansari Dokubo, perhaps, or maybe finding if the Niger Delta people has any other alternative to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu the way Tompodo rendered the help to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu when he was released. But the Jofor was rushing like if he's the one. And so many people, so many idiots in following the DOS thought that it was a Jofor's effort that released Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on previous time. No, it was CHUKWU ABIAMA. Use Tompono. And the strategy is the civil disobedient must never believe anything you lay your hands concerning the country, you have to use it as a weapon to free your leader. Now, what did the Jofor do with the Chinasa Nworu? They knew that strategy. And first of all, the strategy that we popped up with the autopilots was total sit at home, which everybody agreed together, both the DOS. Suddenly, they came up and used Kenneth Kanu to thwart and cancel the sit at home order and they bring calamity. But the spirit of autopilot, this is how autopilot was called. And the spirit of autopilot entered, which has already entered Nigeria. It was not Simon that said it.
We are on autopilot, I can assure you, and the precipitous collapse of the zoo.
That was how autopilot was born. And the same spirit enters Simon Ekpa, that this sit at home will enter into automatical self-piloting. And they start to mock us and they start to give him a name without also knowing that this is the pronunciation of the man who said the structure they are defending. So not everyone that followed Jesus understand this or understood the strategies of Jesus. That's why Simon told Ejiofor that he can't even design when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say no. His no can be yes, his yes can be no. But people like Ejiofor has nothing to offer because he has an agenda to eliminate the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, why Chinasa and Nworu collected thousands and millions of money from Dave Umahi, which Dave Umahi also commented last time, taking money from your oppressor and they still claim that you are fighting against your oppressor. Shame unto the age of 4. Please get your Somalia visa and leave. Chinasa Nworu, unmask yourself and stop behaving so cowardly. If you think that you're a man, all the lions, their faces are showing. Lions family, we know them. We also know tiger, we know this one. Even Busu, also cat, is also one of the family. So if you're a cat, as the one of the family of a tiger, come and show your face, Chinasa Nworu, and stop deceiving the people. People say it's in Kuwait. Chinasa Nworu also can also be in the devil Mahi's house, pointing Kuwait to you. This is how these criminals can metamorphose themselves and deceive you, just like some of the governors who are gullible this time around to allow people to die in Enugu State and are still jumping around. Idiots, people who can, impotent, rocky people, demonstrators, lovers of the killing and the blood of their people. And the Bible says we should run away from such people. These are fake governors, and some of them are fake kings in Igbo land. Those people who are coward. Look at the Fulani man can protect his people, teach his people that Nigeria, even your father's compound belongs to him, and they are really approaching to take it. No, don't fight. Oh, we don't want war here. We don't want war. We don't want war. Some of you who are saying that they don't want war, whether you want to sponsor or you don't want to sponsor this war, the war is already taking your children. The war is already in your dormouth, taking your market. A Kututu is being burned, Afar being burned, and many other markets have been burned by the same Fulani. They have come to your compound, and the armies, the Janjaweed armies, killed thousands of you, and you are saying, no, don't fight. Oh, the war, you don't want war. You don't want war. What is war? War is when you can no longer be yourself, when your children are being killed and a lot of things. What is happening now in Igbo land, in Biafra land, is the real war, which is Jofo and the Chinasa Nworu have cowardly and globally allowed to happen because they are criminals. They killed our people silently. I want us to listen how wicked someone is. He alleged and sponsored the killing of anybody who mentions the name of his brother. This man who say kill you in the camp, and so many of these ESN commanders are still under him. And I want to alert all these ESN people who are still working under the command of Chinasa Nworu. This is a man who is corrupt. This is a man who is a killer. And as long as you are under a man who is not pure, your life is in danger. One day he will silently also, when you say no to some certain things, know thee that thou has become an enemy to Chinasa Nworu. The moment you say no to Chinasa Nworu, you are a dead man. So what you have to do, if you are still under the camp of Chinasa Nworu, disease from there, because the blood which they have confessed they killed is now going to fight them. Is now going to fight them. Now, let's listen more on this bedbug Nworu. I'm going to rewind it back. Listen very well. Listen very well what he said.
The killing of commanders. They were ordering the killing of commanders.
Some men in our camps. The person who says he's the leader of the other fight is money in our camps.
That is Ekpa.
And then we have another. They say something. Anyone that shoots you, bring it to any place to be executed. What we all say is something.
Are you hearing it? Why Ejiofor was doing all this cut and join? Chinasa, Nworu, the Mohammed Abbas in Kuwait, were busy eliminating Eastern Security Network commanders. They did not say any. They say that time, if anybody pick phone and talk to Simon Ekpa, the person should be
executed means kill without mercy. Execute the person who talk about the same freedom you are talking about. Just kill the person. If you just mention Simon Ekpa, you're dead. Now, when they see it, listen, many of you who are listening to me now may think that it is only the voice of Simon Ekpa is the terrorizing them. No, because Simon was the only person God have choose to substitute Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to get this particular Biafra. So what did they do? They saw the star of the young man ahead, just like what happened in the book of Revelation, or you can also say during the birth of Jesus Christ. They went ahead. The devil went ahead. So that is why when they see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been kidnapped, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now asked them to pass the baton to Simon and the Jofo and the Juju priest and everywhere he worshiped and the Chinasa Nworu, they knew their end has come. So what did they do? They do everything to the extent of killing anybody who mentioned that name Simon, because the terror has come. Just like when Herod heard about the birth of Jesus, Herod do anything very powerful in order to eliminate the child who is born as a child who has come to deliver the people, the Messiah. The same way the devil also in the book of Revelation, the Bible says he teared the tent of the stars up and they scattered the whole thing in order to destroy even Mary and the child when it was in the womb. What is different from the thought of Chinasa Nworu, Ejiofor, and some other imposters also in this DOS that you don't know. So many people hiding under this Radio Biafra doing impunity, but you guys don't know. And I see some people, they will say, hey, Mazi, hey, you say, I really believe what our leader say you are. My name is Mazaka Unyoshi. These are what you are hearing on Radio Biafra. The same idiots being brainwashed who cannot even articulate some words before they talk. The same people, because hey, Mazi, good morning, sir. And this and that. No. The same gossip they are gossiping on Radio Biafra, no plan. If not Simon Ekpa, the same Simon they want to kill today. What are you really doing to restore Biafra? What have Chinasa and Nworu given? What have they done? They are only running around on Simon Ekpa. All this while, they are running around Simon Ekpa, planting, building fences on how they will criminalize the DOS. They use Chike to destroy everything. They use the Ejiofor to cause problem between Kalanta and some of the IPOB members. But now our eyes are beginning to open. But the same thing that I'm still asking, why did the Kanonta also, who told Kanonta to come out and announce that the seat at home must be cancelled? It is the same Ejiofor. In all ratification, you get to that same point. That is the same Ejiofor who have been lying to Mazi Simon Ekpa about Ejimoko. He is running around every corner, planting evil as a lawyer. This is an unjust lawyer, and every unjust lawyer must be treated unjustly. We don't kill people. We ask you to leave the territory of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go to Somalia, Ejiofor. Anybody that still have a file on Ejiofor, you are calling devil to come and be your lawyer, and the Ejiofor must be unmasked. This man is working with the Southeast governors. Every time Devoma Hinono, Bushi, Chinasa and Nworu bedbug the Abbas, or Devoma, Devoma, anyone he talks more about knows his secret. Devoma, he knows the secret of Chinasa and Nworu. But let me tell you, as we approach, the spirit of the gentle and many people that have died on this struggle is going to fight them immensely to come out and begin to confess, because we are in autopilot. And the autopilot have a spirit. If you go to your juju, we have our own juju. Anywhere you enter, we are there. Take our name to any place, they will tell you that you can't hurt us, because the truth is what we operate on. Because now, I want us to listen a little bit. These are the people, Chinasa and Nworu, the bedbug, and the Ejiofor. These are Ocho Baribo. These are people. I still repeat, Chinasa and Nworu, unmask yourself. Everyone in this struggle that is following a man that they cannot see his face. They tell you not to talk about Simon Ekpa. A man who you don't know his face is telling you not to believe a man who you see his face. This is simple. This is simple sense. Oburu nwa okoko. Okoko na buy si na makwa ife o. No ya mere je me ya ngoro mmiri ewe n'isi enu. Ya ngoro n'isi enu na mara ebe onwu si abia. Chicken can think like this. All these idiots ranking Chinasa and Nworu to be agoneche. People like Ejiofor. Ejiofor was called to Radio Biafra or Biafran TV, wherever. And on that time, on here, Mazina the kind of guy, Onyendu, I say, our Onyendu is Onyendu. The man I said, barrister, tell us allegation and book Onyendu Mago. This man no Finland. That boy. In a boy about La Ejiofor. I choroke kwapu straight to Somalia. Eya lezain no Ejiofor lezain, because you are not a lawyer but you're a liar. You have killed our people. You are working with our eastern governors to destroy us, just like Governor Ugwani last time ago. In Enugu State, they are killing his people. Fulani came to Enugu State and began to ransack the whole village, and they cannot do anything because you are defending the constitution the same way the criminal in DOS is defending the structure, the cost structure, the polluted structure, the overlaid structure, the thwarted structure, the polluted Hajigurumpu and impunity. And they're still brainwashing some people. Ndaduro, none at DOS. They have nobody there. February last year was when we sacked them, and since from that time, doom has been happening in their life, and it must continue to happen on the head of Chinasa and Nworu. Ejiofor, lezaine ozugbo. Otherwise, the spirit will be more intensifying against your head. Lezaine ozugbo, shift from Mazin and can know you're a liar, you're not a lawyer. It is pure. Now, Ejiofor had all these things that Chinasa and Nworu have said. Ejiofor, what have you told Mazin and about Simon, and what about the answers he gave to you? I don't think you tell Mazin and the written that we, the autopilot, and Simon Ekpa is doing, because you know who he is. Sometimes people begin to argue: if Mazin and is saying all these things, does it mean that when he comes now, he's going to say there's no more IPOB? Is Mazin and going to stop the movement? Is Mazin and go to fight with Simon? I saw people like Achalugo, them tweeting and writing the sentence. Fake news Ejiofor used to give to them, because Ejiofor knows that now there's no time like Judas. But we tell Judas, Jesus said Judas, he said, do hurry and do that which you want to do, because there's no time to waste time. No gather. Ejiofor, and now the King of Glory is about to arise. I tell you. So the King of Glory is about to arise. Ejiofor, your impunity is going to follow you to every dimension. I have my sister, Chichi. Do you want to call in? I'm alive. Good morning from here.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. I will get back to you. Yes. So that's what we are saying. Ejiofor has to leave, and the Chinasa and Nworu has to be unmasked. If you want to get Biafra, let everyone who is your leader be visible. Listen, we are doing a freedom fight, and someone is wearing mask there, sending you to kill a man that you know or knew that is doing formidable things, asking you to kill Simon Ekpa, to execute those who talk about Simon Ekpa, and his own thing. Ask the DOS to bring their plan, bring their agenda, let them bring their manuscript, what they have done since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been rendited to Kenya. They put hand and rendit him. Now, look at the autopilot. Even he do, this criminal, I could say, demonize he do. If not himself, he do. He pass themselves. He do self, they talk about killing of the people. But Chinasa and Nworu can never even talk about the killing of our people. What he talks about, kill his own people, who talk about those who kill. Oh my God, Chinasa and Nworu and the Jofor, impunity will never live on a compound.
Killed. We don't know what happened in this Biafra. A lot of commanders were killed. So what I'm saying now is that if you are now supporting this truth and the legacy of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Ejiofor, like now, you are happen to be a volunteer in Eastern Security Network. That time, you will be ordered to be killed. And if they catch you, you are dead. A lot of people were killed. A lot. We are going to bring lists of people more than in the first house. It's a security network. A lot of people were killed. That some back on the executed. It is all that. Look at them. Listen. The person who says he's the leader of autopilot is calling some men in their camp. And they have other camp that
this happened after some weeks after the releasing Nnamdi Kanu, or some months, or 1 month or 2 months then, because when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu asked them to give Simon over the hand to take the affairs of Biafra. Why? Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu knew the people from origin. Sometimes I don't even doubt some people who say the man don't tire, just submit himself so that they can know the end of all these things. Because listen, there was a time in life. Could you imagine how many criminals that surrounds Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? From ages, from years, parading, using Radio Biafra, going to school, and graduating under Biafran sponsorship, you know, calling themselves doctors on Radio Biafra and taking their pension allowances on Biafra. Those idiots, those call themselves veterans, shouting on Radio Biafra, they free. Alozie and Ike Peters. They can't even now, as they call themselves veteran, what can they say? I want them to come out on the Radio Biafra tomorrow and stupidly come and defend this particular word that Chinasa and Nworu has said. I want them to come out and say something about the voice of Chinasa assassinating their own brother who talks about Simon Ekpa. Did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu assassinate those who talks about Wazirike? This is how you know evil people, demons, and the Jofor will stand with his co-bandits and on the radio, on the court, and brainwash Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come and say, hey, stop killing our people. Don't kill our people. Oh. Don't stop killing our people. And you went, convinced Uche Chikano. We also want her now to come out again and talk. Uchechi Kanu, who has access to go to BBC, but she said, I have access to go to BBC, and you did CNN, and they didn't go. Perhaps Ejiofor also told her, don't go there and escalate it, because so that the case will not be fastly approved that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Ejiofor a celebrity lawyer from one corner to the other. Let me see comments. I'm going to see comments later. Please, good morning, everybody. Please share this broadcast. Send it to Chinasa and Nworu. Share it widely. Please share this and subscribe to this channel, Mazi Okonkwo, Biafran TV. The other Mazi Okonkwo has been attacked. So this Facebook you see is just a new one that I'm just using to move forward on what we're doing. So when they block this, we'll enter the other side. We must not fold our hand. That's why I created this. So please subscribe and follow me. I want this page. I've also asked the Dragon to help me to boost this page more, because the moment he said it, a lot of people are going to come, and I hope the Dragon is hearing me to do it for me. Maybe it's too busy sometimes to announce our pages so that people can come in. We're not doing it. We don't get any CC from here. Rather, we put, but it is a platform where we broadcast and make people to know what's going on in the Biafra land. So we are here to expose Ejiofor and Chinasa and Nworu, that they are the people sponsoring killing our people. DOH Chinasa, Abbas, Nworu, and his agenda, they have done anything, everything they could. Some of them now, the latest we got is some people are going to native doctor to kill Simon Ekpa, and when they went to Simon Ekpa, some of them, they met some native doctor who told them that the only way to kill Simon is they're going to eat a sheet. You eat the agad wine, the sheet of an escalator of an old woman. They all did. The confession we're getting from somewhere, and still Simon did not die. If Chinasa and Nworu can go to the extent of executing those who call Simon, what is eating the sheet of agad wine? That is the extent they have gone. Since someone in South Africa, the man in transit in South Africa, he has confessed that Simon is too harsh for them to grasp. How can get Dibia or Buffeteba? How can get Pastor or Buffeteba? How can they couldn't get Simon? What they're doing is now trying to jeopardize everything. They are the ones that Ejiofor and the Chinasa and Nworu confessed it here that they paid a lot of errats in order to stop the true gospel of God. The same way the devil unleashes legion into the life of perhaps a woman or a man who have a destiny of life. The same way Ejiofor, the zoo government, the governors of the Southeast, people as Soludo, spoke to them in order to make the Southeast calm down, and we forget Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ejiofor has never also answered that question, how Ojo Kanu penetrated in visiting our able Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Those things have never been even answered, and we're still here talking. So what I was saying here is we want every corrupt person in Biafra land to begin to leave, so that all these kind of things that happens now in Biafra, in Enugu, last time, the one in Enugu was so sad. And this your governor, Ugwanya, cannot be able to do anything. But I'm so happy. One of our beautiful sisters, who I used to miss her one time, spoke to that Governor Ugwanya as I used to like it. Now, what is that, my sister? Let me play her voice.
So this organization Governor Ugwanya, Governor Enugu State, Governor Shishakaya, he busy with Tolobo, he bana yawa,
Olobo is called Busikat Mobonuku. So she's talking to Governor Ugwanya. No, Bunuku to Olobo. Now listen to this. A person who is big as you big, an old fool like you, don't even know nothing.
This organization
This can be an old video, but I want to use it for something. She's talking about the ruralization. When they are killing our people, what some of our eflefus, people like Governor Ugwanya, let's talk about the Governor Ugwanya, Chinasa, Nworu, and all these fools in Igbo land, what they do is they don't see the strategies of the Fulanis. But the only thing they are used to is how they will bench the freedom of Biafra by accepting Ruga. Just like Ojo Zokara was saying the other day, Ruga is here a long time. Ruga has been, and the Ruga will not be thwarted. Dara, talk to that man, my sister. Ruralization. Ruralization is only set up to take your land, and that is what we are fighting for. To chase these people out of our land. We don't even know the same time we're chasing them from every strategy they have planned to use to take our land, the Fulanis, even the same way they are also using our immediate brothers, call themselves lawyer, and the same people who call themselves the leader of the commanders of the same people that are protecting you. How can a thief protect you? Just watch here. Let's listen to our sister.
Topo teneko ne kwete tegebu igwe nenwe kwete gana support ya na video watch ya na support no ya chofo ndu fulani na nenwe ibezigbo tonyera bigwe for.
And what the Governor Ugwanya did was the same system. Anyone who said the ruralization must not stand in Enugu State, the Governor Ugwanya will send some people that will come and arrest you. And if they arrest you, you will not come back again. Because all these so governors and some of people in the DOS are working together. They are hand to hand. Ruralization, fighting a way to stop, to eliminate Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. They are here with different kinds of impunities. That's why we must focus on what the autopilot are doing. Autopilot is the only way to the freedom of Biafra, whether you believe it or you don't believe it. Autopilot is the gift of God. Simon Ekpa is the gift of God. People who don't believe it, you better not believe it. Maroge mono fiam nanya mbe Biafra genworo nwa. Oge mono fiam nanya, you'll be seen in Nigeria and they will call you to come and take your Biafran passport. In your eye, it will happen. Say to that if you believe. If you don't want to say now you sabi.
You want to sell your pet rights. People are just a fool. How many of your kids know Nigeria? Who know them in Nigeria? Eh? And even the youth that were there, that were present there, shouting evil, all of you put together are fools. You people are fools because you cannot open your mouth because you see, you saw police and army there. You cannot talk. You can't say anything. Why baseball table? People. Can you take them a carnival? Economical meha. Goes a gap. Nibujuko. If that was a get it to my side, people. More than what can may have been. More like I will Monarch. Okay, was it not 2 years ago? This same Fulani S-men in actually in our organization, they were the same people that killed our brothers and sisters. Nenkano, Boma mother, Hawaii Dime, Boyeho, Nenkano. And you went there, you started crying. You were a fool. Go for.
That is the same way you know the criminals. That's why I'm saying about. She's talking about Governor Ugwanya 2 years ago when the Fulani that also allowed and give them a permission for organization and give them permission for give them a permission for regularization. Mazam, I'm live. Can you call me back later? Okay. So give them a permission for regularization. And now, the same people are still, the same man also, after he saw that the woman's womb was cut out in the Enugu state, Ugwa, he will come, hey, he cry. And people will say, Chai, this governor is very sympathetic. The same way, Lama, let me tell you, there are this, how do you say, there are this animal they call, animal they used to call hyena. Hyena, hyena will be biting you and be crying. The same way, all these people are jackals. Chinasa Nworu is a hyena. Ejiofor hyena, Governor Ugwanye. All these evil governors, Okamusu, all of them are bush baby rats. They will be biting you, and they will also still come the same time to show sympathy on you. That is why we must get Biafra. And that's why we must support autopilot, the moving train to get Biafra. If not Simon, if not autopilot, if not our Umada, led by Madam Azoka, all of us would have been sunk in the ocean of Chinasa Nworu. Now, by all indication from every analysis that we have made through Dragon, through the exposition of the Dragon and those of them who are working for the autopilot, because we have, even your wife, like Simon say, can work for us. We have people also in the military working for us. If you don't know it now, autopilot, we are everywhere. So what we're saying is, if not the effort and God choosing Simon Ekpa, now, tell me where we would have been now. Everybody's faith would have been jeopardized. Mazen Nandekan would have been assassinated. Then all of them will now begin to come out to open their airlines as Simon Ekpa has talked. Etuanya de Ejiofor na boga court. Like one of my brother analyzed this is Rafa Ajere. Ejiofor analyzed last time. Ajere analyzed last time. When he goes to court, what Ejiofor is just he's not connected. Just let this thing finish. Let me go here because Ejiofor said my client can never get justice in Nigeria. So Ejiofor has lost faith. That is why he said the day that Mazen Nandekan was released, so he didn't expect it to happen because they are full with impunity. They don't want Biafra to come. If Michael Zokomo finishes hard work, Ejiofor will come out and say, hey, we are winning, dusted, and where is Mazugo? Mazugo has to do it. It's dusted and dusted, though. Dusted and how do you say it again? Because you know that his language, that is a dangerous language he used to use. Bring it here. Now, Ejiofor. Governor Ugwai is okay. Sorry. All right, no problem. Okay, it's only me the man. All right. What is that Ejiofor from famous language? Dusted, of course, tried and dusted. Somebody gave me that slant again. So these are the criminals. These are the Sambalat and Tobeya. These are the people who have been holding you captive. And we must pray that all the blood the Chinasa Nworu and the Ejiofor has killed, we follow them because the blood has a voice. Our prayer today, I'm still going to come back today on Autopilot Media prayer. We are going to pray that everyone killed on this struggle will avenge themselves. I don't want you to come here and tell me, pray my prayer this way. Pray your own prayer and let me pray my prayer. Your faith is not my own faith. All right? So we are in the war front. Done and dusted. Yeah. Gloria, thank you. Gloria, thank you. Done and dusted. And when he used this grammar, it simply means, today on went well. That's what they done and dusted. So he will now be happy. Ejiofor, check his face. Anytime a court case of Mazen Nandekan is prolonged about 6 or 8 months, Ejiofor, that is what exactly he's doing. Ejiofor has never come out. Chinasa Nworu. One thing is this. When they lost the battle was Thank you, done and dusted. When they lost the battle was the first time they tried to silence Simon, not to anchor Radio Biafra. They did everything. They did everything they could. If they have opportunities to call YouTube, I said, remove all Simon Ekpa's name from social media. Because you see, let me tell you, God is so wiser than man. Simon have already built a platform that is even more stronger than that Radio Biafra. The only thing is, Mazinandekano wanted Simon. It's not about his voice being heard. No. When Mazinandekano gave a slot, Radio Biafra, people they give a slot also don't know what's going on. Give Simon a slot means of Radio Biafra in other way is for his voice to be heard. But that is not what Mazinandekano meant. What Mazi meant is allow Simon to be the commander of this affair. That is what a Jofo had. It's not a slot. Because if it is a slot issue, they would have, put it in the paper and send it to Simon. Just you can connect from your house and broadcast, and every day you are Radio Biafra. Then if you want to broadcast, you broadcast. That's all. But it's not what it is. This is what it is that Simon should take over because I've been looking for one man. Mazinandekano cannot find one man like he cried for until he made an open altar call. He chose Simon to be there. The first become the last. And let me tell you people, when power changed over, you are sleeping. So many of you are still sleeping, following Alozia and the Mazai Peters and the many criminals on Radio Biafra. And those idiots brainwashing you. At the end, they cannot come out with anything. Go and ask them. If you talk, they terrorize you. They're gonna do this and do that and do that. We're in Europe. Radio Biafra, where the worship becomes a place of gossip. You are focusing on it. All of you are down already on your news by the mention of that name Simon. What does Jesus kind of go here? Another new chapter. So why is it that the name of Simon Ekpa becomes a terror? To hear Chinasa and Nworu say this kind of nonsense. Let me, for people who are just joining, this is the fact here. This is what they say.
The killing of commanders. They were ordering the killing of commanders. Men in our camps. The person who says the leader of the autopilot is calling some men in our camps. And then we have given an order. In the sentence, anyone that chooses to will be given a command, the person is executed.
Executed. Your brother listening to Radio Biafra, where Chinedu do whatever you AC, where your father is you, and your brother is a member of the ESN. And the same man you call Ekpa said that they should execute your brother who are fighting the same cause is fighting. If Simon Ekpa is a political person who is in Nigeria, that's a different thing. If Simon Ekpa has not been told by Mazinandekano to take the affair of Biafra, that's a different thing. So now, what is the offense that someone talks about Mazinandekano or Simon Ekpa? What is the offense that we love football? I like to talk about Chelsea and you like your Manchester. What is the offense? See, we are going to play the same ball. Only we no for next time. But Chinasa and Nworu now created the dead man squad. That dead man squad he created with the devil Maya and the Southeast governor is for the assassination of those. They created it in the fear of what will come out of this dragon called Simon and Ekpa, as they used to call him. They changed his name to Ekpa. He's still working. They call him Abakaleke. Abakaleke has become Bethlehem, where the Messiah is coming from. But it's not enough. Now, they don't know what to do again. They are tired. They say they have checked him on the native doctors behind the backyard and the front yard. Some of them eat shit of Agadinwai in order to kill Simon as prescribed by their native doctor. Still, the man is still alive. Why can't you just surrender and ask yourself, like what Paul did? When Paul killed the Christians, at a time he was, he got encounter with the Holy Spirit, and he began to seek the power that raised Jesus, that power that made him to be who he is. So if you think that you are wise, Chinasa and Nworu, why can't you go and ask your native doctor what actually is in the life of this Simon Ekpa that you want to destroy, but you cannot destroy him? Why can't you just say to yourself, what you don't know is bigger than you? What I am telling you, Jofo, Chinasa and Nworu, the blood speaks. You see the blood of this man here. We never keep silent until eternity comes. Do you know why I say this? This man here, this Commander Gentle you're looking here on the front screen, he have a pure mind to rescue his people from the Janjaweed. He is sent to protect even the lawyer that protects his leader, Mazen Nanakano. But he didn't know that this job he's doing here is a cost of his life, because the man he was protecting is one Nigerialist. Ejiofor say he's a naturalist. But here to tell Ejiofor, the blood of Gentle will chase you and your family to Somalia. In the name of Jesus Christ, I pray. And we're telling also Chinasa and Nworu, the blood of the commanders have killed in Eastern Security Network will hang you and hang your family, because you have killed a lot. It is your voice. This is Chinasa and Nworu, your voice. It is your voice we are hearing that anybody who talks about that man, you call Simon Ekpa, let him be executed. That's your voice.
The killing of commanders. They were ordering the killing of commanders.
Some men in our camps, some men, and then they have
Are you hearing it? While Ejiofor was doing all this cut and join, the Mohammed Abbas in Kuwait were busy eliminating Eastern Security Network commanders. They did not say anything. They say that time, if anybody phone and talk with Simon, that person should be executed. And a lot of people were killed. We don't know what happened to Biafra. A lot of commanders were killed. So what I'm saying now, if you are now supporting this group and the legacy of Mazen Ejiofor, like now, you happen to be a volunteer in Eastern Security Network. That time, you will be ordered to be killed. And if they catch you, you are dead. A lot of people were killed. A lot. We are going to bring lists of people that were more than Eastern Security Network. A lot of people were killed. You hear them now, execution. Anybody that talks Simon Ekpa on the phone
should be executed.
It is ordered. It is ordered. Look at it.
All this.
Listen.
I think we have had it enough. You see, there has never come for, because if you're fighting the same cause that I'm fighting, why should I kill you? Why should I eliminate you? Why should I seek or look on how to eliminate you? It is only simple jealousy that is causing them to kill their brothers. Jealousy. Annual, that is the main problem they have on their brother. Because Simon Ekpa is choosing to be the true one on the cause of this Biafra. And that is why they want to execute anybody that talks about Simon Ekpa. If you just say, some broadcast today was nice, or even they start also doing that in some of the, I could say, in some of the IPOB, in some of the IB meeting here in the diaspora, they started doing that. The moment you talk about Simon Ekpa, they sack you. That's why Chike Doziem, after Chinasa and Nworu do that juju, when we do on the head of a Chinasa and Nworu, Chike Doziem start now to sound like the same mumu. So all this anger and all this thing you see started from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recognizing that they have failed woefully. Many of you are aware of this particular broadcast when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu visited Mazi Simon Ekpa. I think this was on the end of this broadcast. I still have this broadcast. Was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told Simon, do not let the devil enter you. A lot of things happened here, but so many of you did not know what took place. On this particular interview held by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is when all of them, they were not, none of them were able to even bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the platform. Which platform did they have? But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu chose to be here. And this is when all the iniquity, their eyes were open, they started to fight Simon Ekpa indirectly, hating him. People like President Ntem begin to talk about it. Hey, it's only for money. He came to make money. He's only talking about money. Every time he starts, he said 3,000 washing. Now, let's let you.
Again, I can't hear you.
Right.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Very good. I said say hello to wonderful Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom, wherever they may be, those listening to us at this very hour, this very time, because I do know that you have extensive listenership all over the world.
He knows.
It's an honor and privilege for me to be on your program, but above all, I must also.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said to Simon, the reason why I came to your platform, because I know you have extensive viewers all over the whole world. It is not about Mazi Simon Ekpa's voice being heard out of Radio Biafra. No. It is not about his voice being heard. Somebody say it is echoing. Is it nice now? Is it good now? Please give me a sign. Is this still echoing? Or should I do something else? If it's echoing, tell me. So it is not the voice of Mazi Nnamdi, the voice of Simon Ekpa being heard all over the world. No. Mazi Simon Ekpa's voice. It is okay now. It is okay. Yes, it's echoing, or yes, it's continuing. Please tell me, Lola, the lady. Lola, should I go on? Okay, should I continue? If it is echoing, it is okay. Thank you, Lola Yankem. God bless you. So now, let's dig the fact. The fact here is not because Simon's voice is never been heard. Simon, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I am here because I know that you have extensive viewers from all over the whole world. That's why I came to pass message through your platform. And before this incident, I was the one with the Nwake Goji. She's still alive. I wrote on my Facebook as of 2019, I said, 2020 was that, or 2019, I said, Mazi Simon Ekpa, I would also like Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to appear on the platform of Mazi Simon. I see the connection there. During this period, I like Ucheme for very well, I will not lie you. I have one thing, but when I see Ucheme for that time begin to go out, my heart, I start to fear, and I was like, what's going on? What's going on? So this period was when the spirit of Biafra was building the people that will dismantle the evil of Ejiofor. This particular time, that time that we are calling Corona time, and people who came on COVID-19 and this and that, that was when the utter call of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people start to come out responding to the utter call. Mazi said, those who are born, and the number before, we're joining on this new autopilot, utter call, set up by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, watch, I want you to listen more to what happened.
So thank the Most High to the God of in heaven, presiding over the affairs of this very earth. And your good, humble self, you have shown yourself to be a servant, a dedicated servant of Biafra. And all I have to tell you is that you have to keep doing, because the message
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, you have shown yourself to be a true servant on this particular struggle. How many of you did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu call a true servant? How many of you did he recommend on everything as he recommended Simon? On our struggle. On our struggle. He said, number one is you have extensive listeners all over the world, and you have dedicated yourself. Let me tell you, Jesus does not call those who do not see the effort. Is it James, what is his name again? The one under the tree. He saw him, he said, Nathaniel, he said, I saw you when you are also under the tree. So when Simon was under the tree, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have seen, he saw the effort of Simon Ekpa, and the spirit of them marched together. And that is when they have a connection for the affairs of the Biafra, not Ejiofor or Chinasa Nworu. All these people are errats, running around, claiming to be formidable, and a lot of things are going wrong. But we have come to tell you people that your end vehemently has come. Now, let's listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said to Mazi Simon Ekpa. You fools, stay here, don't go.
your preaching, your diligence, your consistency is resonating and emboldening people all over the world. Your message is sinking in. All very good.
A man whose message sank every Biafra or another man and said to Simon Ekpa, your message is also sinking on the people the same way my own message is sinking in them. So what is different? It's like God saying in the book of Matthew 17 on the mountain of transfiguration, it's just John 17 on the mountain of transfiguration. He said, this is my only begotten son in whom I am well pleased. Hear you him. God had been talking, and then suddenly he brought another person and telling you, listen to this person. That is exactly what happened here. And so many of you who are asking which native doctor that Simon Ekpa used to go. No. All right. So what Simon is doing, he has never embezzled your money. And we're still waiting for some of you who will come and say, hey, Simon Ekpa will have something against you. No, come, bring your allegation. Bring everything that you have against Autopilot and Omada. Many of them are sitting somewhere mocking, they say, crying that Madam Azuk and the husband were dancing. No. The same thing happened also when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was newly rendited and went to a wedding in France, and they snap photo with the bridegroom, and before you know it, it went to my Facebook. Everybody was like, hey, Okonkwo went to wed, he collected the money, and I'm suffering here. If I tell you the bills I have, Chineke to come and help me to pay it. Now, what I'm saying is, all this evil, they only use what they think their corrupt mind to judge the system. They are jumping around on Radio Biafra. Please, I want the volume down. Okay. So that is the thing. What I am saying in the nutshell is you people should understand those who are planted with impunity among you. Then you will talk about what to do and where you're going. Mazi Simon Ekpa was called by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want you to also see how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was relaxed on this platform. Chinasa bid Bob Nworu, you were there. Ike chukwu moto achano aha kede afia ke iberibe no South Africa. Netipu machine eja kwaka we are this we are that. And I won't know Hana if I hear their voices on Radio Biafra the way they shout whoa 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 they kind of wrestling federation about Hogan na Andrew Jai to come and fight. That's where they shout. And when somebody does I say no but you are there become a commentator in Radio Biafra, inciting war with the other idiot called Jonathan Chinedu. I call them idiot because they are failure. I Peter Sindari Lebundara, Mazalozie, those people I used to respect them, but they are failed. All because they allowed simple Chinasa idiot Nworu. And when they come online, I had Alozie saying about Eberima. I said, this evil man, you knew what happened about Sabotua in Biafra, you call yourself a veteran. But Mazalozie cannot sit and look that there's a problem to be fixed. I'm saying this for the first time. I don't insult people, but let it be how it comes from my mouth, because I promise you people that this particular message is like a stone and catapult. Anyhow it teach you or flog you, take it like that. We must unmask the evil on DOS, who are fighting everything they can fight to hinder the coming of Biafra, trying to silence the good work of Simon Ekpa, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu here has endorsed the man on their kuro eye, but the evil wouldn't allow them to see when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu endorsed that Eberima. They are talking today. Listen more.
So I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much.
I think on that video, there was a little bit disturbation, which I am still going to, let me see if I can move it a little bit on the front. Right. The volume, that's a problem. I think on the volume, I remember that day, it has a lot of technical issues. That very day, I remember this broadcast. The devil did everything. It can also be some of them on Radio Biafra, because all you name will be going back to find out what happened and how it happened. It can also be that particular day, those of them that anchored Mazi can also be that they are the one who did it. I'm telling you the truth, because these criminals, they are up to something, ready for something, up to something, ready to kill. Let me see why. Okay, what happened? It has a lot of disturbations on that particular video that day. All of you who are aware of this video, but I don't know, it's supposed to, I think I have some places that I played before. Now, why is this so? I don't know again. But anyway, let me see if I can take it back once again to see.
I call you Dika. Welcome to this program. Can you hear me?
There is a lot of technical issues in all of See, from the
Can you hear me?
I can hear
they
you.
did everything possible to make this.
I call you DK Anabia. Before we start this program, first of
that particular day, like I was telling you, they did everything from Radio Biafra to make sure that this broadcast did not go on. They see evil more than you. All those people in the US, the hatred has been there. Why must it be Simon? The same way when you want to rise up, they must make sure that they silence you. But this one, Simon has come. He told you that Eberima will be your end. Very soon, all of you will be buying visa to go to Abakaliki because the pillar the builders rejected will later be the head, because it was said somewhere in the Bible, Bethlehem, though that was small, but go and read it. Bethlehem, but though that was in Bethlehem, they only know by bread, the commonest food, which means they are poor. But the God Almighty choose the deliverance to come from there, the same way it is going to come in Biafra land. I assure you, believe what I'm telling you. Onye Turanya is the one that will bring it to pass. Just like the Ohanezendi was willing to mass in Kananya. Hanokwadea, pam pam pam. I am motorway Biafra, pam pam pam, I create Eastern Security Network, pam pam pam, how we broke a mass in Nanakano, Onanya Haroketa, pam pam pam, Simon Ekpa, pam pam pam. We feel that my enemy in Biafra Nabia, pam pam pam, I hand the numbers of the days it is left for Biafra to come. Pam pam pam, a job for Manonya. I'm pam pam pam, Chinasa and Nworu, all the confessions begin to come back on pam 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 2023. Biafra is here. Omono nanya pam pam pam. Share this broadcast and subscribe to Mazi Okonkwo. Please, if you never follow me on this my page, please do on this Mazi Okonkwo YouTube channel. The other one, like as I said to you, have been tampered. I'm not going to use it until next year. So something is wrong with that. The Nzama, they attacked it. So I have to make this one, so that when that one block, I will use this one to do my thing. So God bless everybody here. As we have seen, let me see again if this is going to play, because I know there's a lot of issues.
all, I have to thank you for what you have done for Biafrans, not just Biafrans, but to Black race, because your message penetrates the heart of every Black man on this planet Earth. And you are not only changing the narrative, how Black people are being seen, or how Africans are being seen, but you are going far in changing the way Black people think and how they perceive Black people. And doing that, a lot of people are migrating now, or I wouldn't say migrating back to Africa or US. They are going now, they are going to Gambia to find a place. Unfortunately, nobody is coming to a place called Nigeria because it is not a country. Now, welcome to this program. This evening we are going to talk more on the agitation for the freedom of Biafra people. And before we go further, I would like you to say, greetings to our viewers today. I know a lot of people are waiting already. As I see, we have already over 12 viewers, 6,100.
12,000 viewers on that same platform. Simon Ekpa was not interested on his voice to be heard. His voice has already been heard, according to the Mazin and the Kano welcome speech here. And the reason why he chose this particular platform. What Mazin and the Kano for the criminal is to tell the criminal DOS people, said this man have a voice. He knew what I am up to, because all of you are women, and hand the power over to him. But the Jofor said over his dead body. And those of them that say over their dead body now, look at how the disease is killing them. Have you seen what I could say hatred is doing to them? What you know that you cannot do, allow someone who can do it and do it better to handle it. You must not stand in people's office. You cannot silence those who God have choose. In this our struggle, you may count yourself being formidable, but you are not the one who is choose to be that formidable. Know also when you are standing for your own personal longing. And when God calls you, for those who call themselves like Judas, also end up like a Ejiofor and Chinasa and Nworu, and Igbo, Nachunda also, because of the blood they have killed so far. This line here, my WhatsApp line is open. I want people who can call, 2 or 3 people. At the same time, when you call, you have to start by greeting our men and Omar died yesterday for the great fundraising, and you make your comment as fast as possible. Just call in. Just call in. This broadcast tells a lot, not only this one, and also there's another one between the Amazonia, Ayaba, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Where are they before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu choose Simon Ekpa? Some of them were crying there, some of them Ajina Shipunire, they are crying that it was because some flavors they brought Simon into the meeting. Why wouldn't they bring Simon into the meeting? Those men, everyone in London, Aji Jurunese, saying the same thing Simon say, but why can't, instead of him also to say, that guy, okay, call him that small boy in Finland is doing good. He can also not confess with his mouth, but he's still going to use that the analysis of that man in Finland. But you have been following Ejiofor, following DOS. You are not also not able, you are not able, sorry, to analyze that, which that idiot in Finland you think that is analyzing. But what you do is, out of your hatred and your idiocy and your foolish stupidity mindset, what you do is you hate the man Simon for nothing. But you see it here that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to Simon and also confirmed that Simon Ekpa has an extensive mass viewers all over the whole world. And he is doing good, and also tell him not to fail from what he's doing. Only sigi jisike mani hine meme again. The man. Chinasa Nworu, how many times can you go jisike? Jisike nkebo nka akazu for you to deceive Biafrans.
100 on Facebook. We have about almost 1,000 on YouTube. We have Twitter 187, and then we have in Answer Biafra almost 5,000 viewers. So welcome to the program, Oyendu, our leader. You have the floor.
Technical issue. This is where it starts.
Yeah, you know?
I can hear you now.
Very good. I said I want to say hello to wonderful Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom, wherever they may be, those listening to us at this very hour, this very time, because I do know that you have extensive listenership all over the world. And it is an honor and privilege for me to be on your program. But above all, I must also thank the Most High, who is in heaven, presiding over the affairs of men on this very earth. And your good, humble self, you have shown yourself to be a servant, a dedicated servant of Biafra.
You have shown yourself to be the chosen, dedicated servant of Biafra. So, Chinasa Nworu, why now must you kill anyone who your leader said that has been dedicated to be the true servant of the Biafra? Ejiofor, why do you say that over your dead body that you should do what your client Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said to transfer power to the man who he have chosen that power will be in his hand? Impunity. That's why I say many of you, all of you that are still following Chinasa Nworu, the masked man, the impostor, the Buhari of Biafra, Mohammed Abbas, aka we are living in Kuwait, as all of you think about. But I don't think this Abbas can also be in Nigeria, killing our people. But you don't know. Why didn't they see here that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke that Simon Ekpa is formidable? He has shown himself to be dedicated. He has shown himself to be a chosen person. Rather, you end up in iniquity. Iwe nonoma. End up brainwashing Chike now. The oath he took is now dealing with him because he lied. lying against Omada, that one is also different thing from Chike Doziem. It's better for him not to come and confess. I'm telling you honest truth. Because Chike Doziem, I know, is from Ihioma. Ihioma people, they are very careful on how they put themselves in evil. That is where my blood is also from there. But Chike Doziem was able to be brainwashed by Chinasa and Nworu. Then they come out and begin to call Omada different kinds of names. Chinasa and Nworu, your impunity, Kapanko. Omada has never forgiven you. Anyone of Biafra, those of them you called Akura. Chinasa and Nworu, number one, you have cursed your mother, called them Akura, highway Akura, after killing our people, Gine Ejiofor, and saying that Ejiofor said over his dead body will he do what Mazen Nanakan has commanded. He was able to, I could say, coordinate Ikenga, introduce Ikenga Urago, that street boy in South Africa. These are the idiots who koro, all of you understand that they are not freedom fighter. Freedom fighter, if the keys, name Rastafaris, and I make freedom fighter. Freedom fighter insulting that our leader, Mazen Nanakan Monwa, in the palace. The palace of Mazen Nanakan was a Nworu Ula Ekpa Bodingo Hotel. Or if Ikenga, and this Ikenga Ifro, the same Ejiofor was the one who brainwashed the Ikenga Urago. Ejiofor has done a lot of evil. When Prince Darlington was also sacked in Radio Biafra the same way we are sacked, because Prince Darlington and Ejiofor are 5 and 6. What did they do? Ejiofor went inside and tell Onyendu or lied to DOS that Onyendu said they should release Prince Darlington. This is how it happened. If you don't know it now, because the best of the same feather flies together. Now, we want them to come out and begin to debunk the killing of Commander, the man who died in the house of Ejiofor, if it is true. All right, this man here, Commander Gentle, Osoji can know him. Osoji must also know how. Now we are exposing this thing. Osoji will not have mouth to come now and talk any longer because they know the truth, even what happened to this person in the Ejiofor's compound, and many more others that the dragon is about to unleash like a fire. So the line is open. If nobody's calling, play this a little, then I will leave for a day because I'm coming back again tonight around 6 for the prayers.
And all I have to say to you is that you have to keep doing what you're doing because the message you're preaching, your diligence, your consistency is resonating and emboldening a lot of people all over the world. Your message is sinking in, and we are all very grateful for it.
Mazen Nanakan has never been greedy of Simon doing the same thing exact what he's doing. But Chinasa and Nworu does not want anybody who does the same thing he does and the Ejiofor to be alive. This is the master of broadcasts. This is Mazen Nanakan, who is the most listened broadcast in the face of this universe. And he find little Simon, congratulating him, telling him also, giving him energy. I saw your power. I saw your aim. I saw what you were doing. Keep doing it. The same thing I do is what you do. But Mazen Nanakan has never been envied that this man is talking Biafra or is awakening the whole Africa. Why must he be him? But rather, he even encouraged him. I want many of you to come out and begin speaking. That was on the other clip where he mentioned the name of Simon Ekpa. I said, listen to him. He is bringing this awareness to fulfillment. And here on this broadcast, he repeats exactly the same thing. But
so I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much.
I think the problem starts with the technical problems.
I can't hear what someone is saying, which is quite what I was hearing a while ago.
Let's see if I can get the place where voices are. I think the whole thing, someone was fighting that particular day. The devil came to silence See, from origin of this, I could say, power handover from Simon Nandekano to Simon, it had been fought against, even on that broadcast that day. You cannot tell me something happened. Maybe they also went to Radio Biafra and touched something and the station quenched. This is it. Maybe Simon also will come one day to analyze this particular videos.
You see why sometimes they call these places shrines?
We have defeated as always.
All right.
I call you Dika.
I think we have had it all. So I just
shrines instead of churches.
I did this so that what is happening?
I want to tell you that God is here to do something. This is Jesus Christ, the man of God. Wherever you.
Please, I don't know where I found this man of God enter. Man of forgive. So I think nobody's calling, and our speech is very clear here. So the topic is also clear. Chinasa, Nworu, the best bed bug, and the many others who have been killing our people. We have come to now killing our people. Please, moment, let me refresh. Something is going on here. I don't know why it's coming. Let me refresh again. Thank you, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. All right. Something is wrong. The internet. Okay, let me put the logo out, then we continue. So anyway, but we have come to the end of this broadcast. I wanted us to rub mind together and to show you what have happened so far and how Chinasa and Nworu, the best bug, have killed our people with a Joffa. So before I go out of this stream today,
and some people were saying, pity Ejiofor, you have everybody understand what is going on, pity him. It's okay, pity him. Now, I want to speak directly to those people. Sam Ekpa is not attacking Ejiofor just for attacking sake. The reason why he's attacking Ejiofor is because Ejiofor has direct communication with our men on ground. And Ejiofor is conveying information from, she is purportedly conveying information as if those information is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he will tell our commanders on ground, this is what Nnamdi Kanu said. And once they take it, automatically they will not act. Which means that until Ejiofor is made irrelevant as far as Biafra struggle is concerned, we will never be able to use USA to get Biafra.
Exactly.
That's exactly the situation. So a lot of people don't understand. They think it is not today that some people knows that Ejiofor was compromised. It's been long.
It's been long.
You understand?
Yes.
The reason why he's doing it now is because it's absolutely necessary. He has direct access to the commanders on ground. And he will come as he's telling you on air, writing statements and saying Mazi Nnamdi said this. He's directly communicating with the commanders and saying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say people should lay down your arms. People should do this. And so long as those people believe that the instruction is coming directly from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will obey it. So that is, people need to understand what is going on. People don't think critically. It's not just attack or attack. He has to be made completely irrelevant. And that's the only way we can use our ESN to get Biafra.
Exactly.
How do you explain Nworu, an ESN commander, walking freely and even going into the courtroom? Can you explain that?
Imagine.
Is he explainable?
It's inexplainable.
He's giving press statements. Giving press statements. You remember that guy came out to say Muslim Kanu say he was lying. That Muslim, this is what Muslim Kanu told him in court.
Exactly.
An ESN commander. Where do you see an ESN commander in Abuja walking freely? In walking freely. So people should start thinking. Now, you look at this media, what do they call them? Umuchukwu writers.
Umuchukwu writers
are every courtroom, every court decision, they will boldly say this is Umuchukwu writers. And this is supposed to be the media house of IPOB, ZTIPOB. And the public, the president of DSS, announcing Umuchukwu writers. People don't think, can Biafra unite? Or critics news or any this go to DSS office now and say
even me talking.
Exactly. Can you go there and report case? Critics news go there and say this is critics news and reporting from this thing and it's a real job. Is it possible?
Not possible.
People don't think. People don't think at all. It's unbelievable that sometimes when I read some comments I'm like, Biafrans are supposed to be smart people. What is going on?
I'm telling you, man, something is wrong somewhere.
Anybody that can freely walk on this thing in the DSS commander, reporter that can boldly go to DSS office and report the courts and report and call the name of this thing, and you say you are representing Biafra, it's completely as it is right now. Anybody who is representing DOS is free to walk freely to the Nigerian government. You understand? That's just how it is. So people should understand. So when Sameba is exposing Ejiofor, it is for the good. In fact, Sameba has not even done. He needs to do the needful.
Yes.
He's still scratching his office. He's still scratching his office. Ejiofor is responsible for holding us down.
Of course.
And what he is doing, he's not able to move forward.
He's the number one problem. That's why I come this morning to keep on hitting on it, and we must not stop. Erasmus, we must not stop hitting it because this guy. He's mean, and I try to let people to see the real problem that we have. Ejiofor and Chinasa Nworu. These are the devil.
He's not jumping me. What makes him so dangerous is that he has access to a lot of sensitive information.
Correct.
He has access to a lot of sensitive commanders. He has access to a lot of information that you and I don't even think about. So he has those access, and until he becomes irrelevant, any order that he's bringing, people will think is coming from Mazuna Kanu because he's the only one that sees Mazuna Kanu. And that's why he made it impossible for others to see Mazuna Kanu, so that he will be the only one. So as he comes out, anything he says, you look as if it's coming from Mazuna Kanu. And our men of ground, because of their respect for command and control, when he comes and communicates those information, they will think it's actually coming from Mazuna. The first battle was the defeat of DOS. Now, the DOS has become irrelevant to the point that anything DOS can say now, the men of God will never take it seriously because they know that they are lying.
Exactly.
But now, he is the one passing the information directly to them because he has access to them. So when he comes and says, Mazuna Kanu says this, they will think that it's coming from Mazuna Kanu. If they wanted to do anything, they will hold on. So that's what is going on. So for him, for our struggle to be actually moving is 100% compromised with evidences. So that anything statement coming from him will be statement from him.
And before I will leave finally, I would like to also announce to you maybe this week coming, we the Auto Pirate Media teams are going to have a rare Rambo broadcast with our Umada, which very soon you'll see the flyers. We're going to pop up from 247, our brother. And before then, we'll pass more information to you. That's going to be. God bless you all. Thank you.